Okay, step number 1 of the Rust-Oleum Cabinet Transformation Kit. The first thing you're going to do is pull your cabinet doors off. And once you get your cabinet doors off, you want to pull all your hardware. Kind of be delicate about this because you don't want to screw that up, because you need to reuse this hardware to put it back on, so you don't want to strip any screw holes. If you do, they can be fixable, but it's preferred you don't. The next thing you do is use your Cabinet Transformations deglosser. This goes on to a green scrubby, such as this. I use the coarse one because it's a little more abrasive and it'll take off some of the gloss. So then you're going to spread it on the green scrubby, and you're going to spread it on all your doors. I start with the backs, then I work on the fronts. After you do that, you're going to wipe it down with warm water to get your deglosser solution off. And then once they're dry, you're going to redo them again with a green scrubby, a clean one this time, a dry one. And you're going to scrub them down vigorously, not, to the point where you're taking finish off, but enough to where you can see it being dulled. What this is going to do is allow a surface for the bond coat. And the bond coat, all that really is white paint. It's a paint that comes in with your Rust-Oleum Cabinet Transformations Kit. It's also step number 2. So it's very important that this won't stick unless you prep these cabinets properly. Prepping is the biggest thing. You can use sandpaper. A 120 grit would be fine, because I do that. It's not really a sandpaper. I use a sanding pad because it gets into the grooves. Especially these grooves right here. These are your major grooves that you want to get into, where sandpaper can't really get these, but the green scrubbies and the sanding pads do. So it takes a little bit of work to prep it, but once you've got it prepped, then you can go to your step 2, which is your bond coat, as I showed you previously. And that is basically just white paint, mix it really well, and you're going to do 2 coats of bond coat to your front and your backs. The first coat's going to look really crappy. The second coat will look a little better. You can prefer to do a third coat on the fronts, but the backs you don't want to use too much, because it only covers 100 square feet of cabinets, which is a lot. You'd be amazed at how far this kit goes. On your third part of your transformation is your decorative glaze. Basically, all this is a stain. And what the stain does is go on with a brush after you've painted it, and you're going to wipe it off with terry cloth. It comes in your kit. You only need 2 of these. There's a lot of it. They give you a lot, so you only need 2 of these to wipe off the glaze. I will take a video after I do the bond coat of how to do your glaze, and once you put it on, it's tedious, but the transformation is amazing. You'd be shocked. But I will take a video. I'll have my daughter hold the camera while I'm doing the glaze coat, so that you can see what it details and how it's time consuming, this part. It is also a step that is totally up to you. You don't have to do this step, but if you're doing a cabinet transformation, you want to do this step because it's the only way it's going to look nice. Otherwise, you might as well just paint your cabinets. So this whole glaze is optional. I find it to be crucial if you want your cabinets to look good. Then you're going to go to your final step, which is step number 4. It's a protective coat. All it is a light colored, not colored, but a light urethane. Goes over your cabinet, gives it a nice shine, protects the coat that you put on from nicks, scratches, and abrasions. So again, I'm gonna have another video soon of doing the bond coat when I do it, and doing the glaze coat, and doing the final coat. So this is for you, Natasha, because I know you wanted a step-by-step process. But I will video each step, and but that's the basics. It's not a difficult thing to do. It's just time-consuming and tedious.